Michelle, I don't even know how to say this anymore without sounding angry, but I need to let it out. It has been 5 years since we got married. 5 full years of praying, fasting, waiting, and believing God for a child. Every year we tell ourselves it will happen, and every year passes quietly like nothing is wrong. I am honestly getting fed up, not with God, but with this waiting that never seems to end.
Vincent, I understand what you're feeling, and trust me, I am not happy about this situation either. It is not easy waking up every day with the same question in your heart and no clear answer yet. Sometimes I cry alone, sometimes I feel tired, sometimes I feel empty. But after all the tears, I remind myself that there is nothing else we can do except continue to pray and trust God's timing.
But how long are we going to keep praying like this, Michelle? Everywhere I turn, people are asking questions. Some ask politely, others don't even try to hide their mockery. I am a man, and it hurts my pride when people look at me like something is wrong with my home. I am tired of explaining, tired of pretending it doesn't bother me, tired of waiting without knowing when this will end.
Vincent, if anyone should be more bothered, it should be me as a woman. Society always points fingers at the woman first. People look at me with pity, some with suspicion, some with silent judgment. Yet I am holding myself together, not because I don't feel the pain, but because I am sure that God will bless me very soon. I refuse to let frustration destroy my faith.
Sometimes I feel like you're too calm about this, like you don't see how serious it is. I worry that this calmness means you're not as affected as I am, or that you've already accepted this as our fate. I don't want to accept this as our reality. I want answers. I want change. I want to see something happen.
My calmness is not acceptance of defeat, Vincent. It is my way of surviving without losing my mind. If I allow fear and anger to take over, I will break completely. I wake up every day choosing faith over panic, hope over bitterness. I am holding on because deep down in my spirit, I believe God has not forgotten us.
I know you're trying to be strong, but sometimes your strength makes me feel weak. I feel like I'm carrying this frustration alone, and it makes me angry without even knowing who to be angry at. I don't want to lose my faith, Michelle, but I'm struggling.
You're not struggling alone, Vincent. We are in this together, even when it feels heavy. I may not complain as much as you do, but I feel every pain you feel. I just choose to speak life instead of despair. God will bless us, and when He does, this season will make sense, even if it doesn't right now.
I really hope you're right. I don't want this waiting to turn us against each other. I don't want frustration to destroy what we've built over the years. I just want to see God move.
He will move, Vincent. Maybe not the way we expect, and maybe not at the time we want, but He will move. Until then, let's keep praying, keep loving each other, and keep standing together. This trial will not be the end of us. Father Lord, it is me again. I have come before you with a heavy heart, not because I doubt you, but because I am tired of carrying this burden alone. You see my tears even when no one else sees them. You hear the prayers I whisper when my strength fails me. Tonight, I come to you not as a strong woman, but as a desperate daughter who needs her father to intervene. Lord, you know how long we have waited. You know the months that turned into years, and the prayers that have not yet received an answer. You know how my husband is getting tired of waiting, even though he tries to be strong. Please, Father, do not let this waiting destroy the peace of my home. Do not let childlessness become the reason my marriage collapses. God of Sarah, remember me. Sarah waited, she was mocked, she was tired, but you visited her and turned her shame into laughter. God of Hannah, remember me. Hannah cried until words failed her, and you answered her prayer and wiped away her tears. You are the same God yesterday, today, and forever. What you did for them, you can do for me. Your word says there shall be no barren woman among your people. Your word says children are a heritage from the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is your reward. Father, I stand on your word tonight. I reject every medical report, every negative voice, and every fear that tries to rise in my heart. I choose to believe what you have spoken over my life. Lord, I am asking you to visit my womb. Touch me where doctors cannot reach. Heal me where medicine has failed. Open my womb by your power and let my body respond to your word. Let this womb that has been silent for years begin to speak life, growth, and fruitfulness in the name of Jesus. Father, I am tired of smiling in front of people and crying behind closed doors. I am tired of attending naming ceremonies with a heavy heart. I am tired of questions that have no answers. Please, Lord, remove this reproach from my life. Let my testimony silence every voice of mockery and doubt. I declare that my marriage will not scatter. I declare that frustration will not win. I declare that waiting will not turn into bitterness. I speak peace into my home and strength into my husband's heart. Even as he grows tired, Lord, renew his hope. Let this season bring us closer, not farther apart. Father, I believe you will do it. Not because I deserve it, but because you are faithful. I believe that very soon, my mouth will be filled with laughter and my tongue with songs of joy. I believe that this same womb will carry life, and I will return to give you glory. I receive my miracle by faith. I receive the fruit of the womb by faith. I trust you completely, Lord. Do not pass me by. Visit me, remember me, and answer me. In Jesus' name, amen. Hello, Linda. Wow, it's been a very long time since we last spoke. I honestly wasn't expecting your call, but I'm listening. How have you been, and what made you decide to call me today after all this time?
Michelle, thank you for picking up. I know I don't deserve it, and I understand if you were tempted not to answer. I called because my heart has not been at rest for a long time. I want to apologize sincerely for everything I did to you and Vincent. The lies, the bitterness, the trouble I caused. Looking back now, I can clearly see that it was the devil's work, but God has changed me, and I am no longer that person.
Linda, I forgave you a long time ago, even before you made this call. Carrying anger in my heart would only poison my own peace. I am actually happy to hear that you've come to this realization on your own. Growth begins when we see our mistakes and decide to walk away from them.
Honestly, I didn't believe you would forgive me so easily. After everything I did, the insults, the fights, the shame I tried to bring into your marriage, I expected anger or rejection. Hearing your voice like this makes me realize how wrong I truly was.
Linda, to err is human, and to forgive is divine. We all make mistakes when emotions take control. What matters most is what we do after we realize we were wrong. Besides, you are more than just a friend to me. Over the years, we have shared too much for me to see you as anything less than a sister.
Thank you, Michelle. Those words mean more to me than you know. I never imagined that after everything, you would still see me this way. May God bless you for the peace you carry in your heart.
Amen. God has been teaching me that peace is a choice we make daily. So tell me, Linda, how are things with you now? Where are you staying these days?
I wanted to ask you the same thing. Where are you and Vincent staying now?
We moved a while ago. We're staying around Greenfield Estate, not too far from the main road. It's been calm and good for us.
What a coincidence. You won't believe this. I actually have a job interview in that same area next tomorrow. I've been worried about where I would stay because I don't know anyone around there. Hearing this now feels like God just answered a prayer I didn't even pray out loud.
I'm glad it eases your worry, but I'll need to talk to my husband first before making any promises. You know how these things are. Let me discuss it with him properly, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
That's perfectly fine, Michelle. I understand completely. Thank you so much for even considering it. It already means a lot to me that you didn't shut the door in my face. Please greet Vincent for me, and thank you again for your kindness.
You're welcome, Linda. I'll talk to him and let you know. Take care of yourself, and may God guide you in this new chapter of your life.
Amen. Thank you, Michelle. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Vincent, there's something important I need to talk to you about, and I want you to listen calmly before reacting. Linda called me today after a very long time. She sounded different, very humble and remorseful. She apologized deeply for everything she did to us in the past, especially during the period when we were preparing for our wedding.
Linda, after all these years, Michelle, I don't think this is something we should even entertain lightly. You remember clearly the trouble she caused us. You remember the lies, the manipulation, and the stress she brought into our lives when we were about to get married. I honestly don't think it is a wise decision to open our doors to her again.
I understand your reaction, Vincent, and I won't pretend like those memories don't exist. I remember everything too. But she didn't just call to pretend. She apologized sincerely and admitted her wrongs without making excuses. It was after that conversation, while we were talking freely, that she realized her interview venue is in the same area where we live now.
Michelle, apology does not always mean change. Sometimes people apologize because they need something, not because their hearts are truly transformed. I'm worried that allowing her to stay with us will open doors we struggled so hard to close. Peace in a home is delicate, and I don't want us to invite unnecessary trouble into our marriage.
Vincent, I hear your fears, and they are valid. But holding on to the past forever will also poison our present. She said she has changed, and I believe people can truly change when God touches their hearts. We cannot keep punishing her forever for mistakes she has already acknowledged. Forgiveness is not just words, sometimes it is action.
Forgiveness does not always require closeness, Michelle. We can forgive someone and still keep healthy distance. I'm not saying she is evil, but wisdom tells me this decision may not be the best one for us as a couple. We have worked hard to protect our marriage, especially with all we've been through already.
I know, Vincent, and I respect your leadership. But please consider this from another angle. What if God is testing our hearts to see if we truly forgive as we say we do? What if this is an opportunity to show love without fear? I'm not asking us to be careless, only to be compassionate.
Michelle, you are asking me to take a risk that affects both of us. I don't want us to wake up one day regretting this decision. I still strongly believe this is not the best choice, and I want you to know that clearly.
I understand that, and I don't take your concerns lightly at all. But I am pleading with you as your wife. Let us not judge her forever by her worst moments. Let us give her one chance, with clear boundaries and wisdom. If at any point we sense danger, we can act accordingly.
Michelle, you are very persistent.
Only because I believe in redemption, Vincent, and I trust God to protect our home.
If you insist on this, then I will agree, but not because I am fully convinced. We must set strict boundaries, and the moment I sense anything unhealthy, this arrangement ends immediately.
Thank you, Vincent. I truly appreciate your understanding and your willingness to listen to me. I promise we will handle this with wisdom and prayer.
I'm agreeing because I trust you, not because I trust Linda. Let's be very careful.
I know, and I don't take that lightly at all. Thank you for trusting me. Linda, you're finally here. I'm glad you made it safely. I was a bit worried about the road and the directions, so I kept wondering if locating the place would be difficult for you. Please come in and make yourself comfortable. This is your home for now.
Thank you so much, Michelle. It wasn't difficult at all. The directions were clear, and once I entered the estate, it was easy to find. Honestly, your house is very nice. It looks calm, well arranged, and peaceful. You've really done well for yourself.
Thank you, Linda. That means a lot to me. We've tried to make the place simple but comfortable, somewhere you can rest your mind after a long day. Please don't feel shy here. If there's anything you need, you should feel free to ask me.
I can see the effort you put into everything. The house has a warm feeling, like people who love each other live here. It's not just beautiful, it feels settled. I like that a lot.
Thank you again. So tell me, how was your journey today? You didn't stress yourself too much on the way, did you?
Not at all. The trip was smooth, and I actually enjoyed it. I kept telling myself that this is the beginning of something new for me. Being here already makes me feel lighter than I've felt in a long time. By the way, how is Vincent doing? And how are the children?
Vincent is fine. He already left for work early this morning. As for children, we don't have any yet. It's just the two of us for now, trusting God and taking things one day at a time.
God will do the best, Michelle. Truly. But honestly, a house can feel boring sometimes without children running around, making noise, and filling the place with laughter.
Not really. I understand what you mean, but I keep myself busy. I go to work, I come back tired, and before I know it, the day is over. So boredom doesn't really have space to settle in my heart.
That's true, but there's still something special about going to work and coming back to children. Hearing them call you, seeing them run to you, it makes life feel more sweet and complete.
You're right. I won't deny that. Children bring a different kind of joy into a home, and when the time comes, I know God will bless us with that joy too. How is your mum doing these days? I hope she's fine.
She's fine, thank God. She's been asking about me constantly and praying for this new step I'm taking. She sends her greetings and appreciates you for opening your home to me.
Please tell her I said hello too. Now, follow me. I'll take you to the guest room so you can freshen up and rest a bit. After that, I'll serve you some food. You must be hungry after the journey.
Thank you so much, Michelle. You're really kind. I don't take this lightly at all. I already feel at peace here, and I appreciate everything you're doing for me. I can't wait to see Vincent later. It's been a long time.
He'll be happy to see you too. He likes seeing people comfortable and settled. Come, let me show you your room.
Vincent, welcome back. You're just coming in. How was work today? I hope it wasn't too stressful, because you looked a bit tired even before you stepped fully inside. Please, sit down and rest for a moment.
Linda, I didn't expect to see you sitting here when I walked in. Work was fine, thank you. It was one of those long days where you're busy from morning till evening, but I thank God it was productive. I'm glad to be home now.
I'm really happy to hear that. I was actually hoping your day went well. Vincent, before we even talk about anything else, I want to say something from my heart. I know I've said it before, but I need to say it again clearly. I am truly sorry for the way I behaved toward you before your wedding. I was wrong, I was bitter, and I let my emotions control me.
Linda, it's okay. Everything that happened is in the past now. I've chosen not to hold on to any bitterness, because holding on to it won't help anyone. What matters to me now is peace in my home and moving forward with my life.
Thank you for saying that. Honestly, I wasn't sure how you would respond, and it's been heavy on my mind. I'm grateful that you even allowed me to stay here, despite everything I did. I don't take this privilege lightly at all, Vincent. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Michelle explained everything to me, and we agreed to let you stay for a while. As long as there is respect and peace, there won't be any issues. That's all I ask for.
I understand completely. In fact, I've been telling myself that this is an opportunity for me to make things right. I want to show you, through my actions, that I've changed. I don't want my past mistakes to define who I am now, and I really want to make things up to you in any good way I can.
Linda, the best way to make things right is to respect boundaries and allow everyone to be comfortable. That's what will truly show change. We don't need to reopen old wounds or revisit painful memories.
You're right. I agree with you completely. I just want you to know that my intentions are good now, and I'm thankful for the chance to start afresh.
Where is Michelle? I haven't seen her since I walked in, and I want to greet her properly.
She's in the room. She said she needed to rest a bit and also finish something she was doing. She asked me to tell you she'll be out shortly.
All right then, I'll go and see her now before I do anything else. We'll talk later if there's need.
That's fine. Please greet her for me again.
I will.
Welcome back, my love. I'm really happy you're home. I was just finishing up a few things here. I hope work wasn't too stressful today, because you looked tired. Please sit for a moment and let your body relax.
Thank you, Michelle. Work was busy, but nothing out of the ordinary. I'm just grateful to be home. By the way, I saw Linda in the sitting room as I was coming in. So she has arrived safely after all.
Yes, she arrived earlier today. I welcomed her and settled her into the guest room. She seemed calm and appreciative, and honestly, I could notice a lot of changes in her behavior compared to how she used to be. That was part of what reassured me.
Michelle, let me ask you again, and I want you to answer me honestly. Are you really sure you want your friend to stay with us, even for a short while? I know you believe she has changed, but something about her presence still doesn't sit well with me.
Yes, Vincent, I'm sure. I've prayed about it and observed her closely since she arrived. She wouldn't be staying for long, just until her interview is over. From the way she talks and behaves now, I can see genuine effort to be different. I truly don't think there is any cause for alarm.
If you say so, then I'll respect your judgment. I trust you, even when my spirit feels uneasy. But I also noticed something else the moment I entered this room. You're packing your traveling bag. Is there something you haven't told me yet?
Yes, there is. I didn't want to discuss it with you on the phone because I wanted us to talk properly, face to face. I was officially sent to Lake Town to represent the managing director in a meeting with some international clients. It's work-related and very important.
Lake Town. That's a very difficult one, Michelle. Especially now. I won't lie to you, the timing worries me. With Linda around, and with everything that has happened in the past, something about this whole situation just doesn't settle well in my heart.
I understand how you feel, and I won't dismiss it. I actually tried to dodge the trip because of Linda's presence in the house, but I couldn't. It's an assignment I couldn't turn down. Still, it's just a 2-day journey, Vincent. Only 2 days, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
2 days can still be long when your mind is not at rest. I don't want anything to disturb the peace of this home, especially when you're not around. I'll be praying seriously for wisdom and protection.
And that's exactly why I'm not afraid. God has kept us this far, and He won't stop now. There won't be any problem at all. Linda will mind her business, and you'll be fine. We'll be fine. I trust God and I trust you too.
I pray so, Michelle. I truly do. I don't want my fears to become reality. I just want everything to remain calm until you return safely.
It will, by God's grace. Now please, go and freshen up. Take your bath and relax a bit. I'll serve your dinner shortly, and when you're done eating, you can come back so I can finish packing while we talk some more.
All right. Thank you for explaining everything to me calmly. I'll go and freshen up now.
Good. I'll be right here.
Hello, Mum. Good morning. How did you sleep last night? I hope you woke up strong today, because I have something important to tell you and I want you to listen carefully to everything I'm about to say.
Good morning, my daughter. I slept well, but from the sound of your voice, I can already tell that you're happy. You don't sound tired or worried at all. Tell me, is everything going according to the plan we talked about?
First of all, let me explain the condition I met when I arrived here. I've been very careful since the moment I stepped into this house. I've been humble, calm, respectful, and cooperative. I've been playing along perfectly so that they won't suspect anything. They think I've changed completely, and that's exactly what I want them to believe.
That's good. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to stay quiet. You can't fight a battle by announcing yourself too early. So tell me, what has changed now? You said you have something important to share.
An opportunity has finally presented itself, Mum. I didn't force it, and I didn't rush it. I just stayed calm, watched carefully, and waited. Michelle is traveling out of town today for work. She'll be away, and I'll be left alone in this house with Vincent tonight.
I knew it. Opportunities always present themselves when you're patient enough. Life doesn't reward the weak, it rewards those who are alert. Now that the door has opened, what exactly do you plan to do?
I'll do the needful. I won't be careless or desperate. I know how Vincent thinks, I know his weaknesses, and I know the right time to speak and act. Tonight is not about rushing, it's about positioning myself properly and reminding him of what he once felt. I won't fail this time.
That's my daughter. I trust you completely. You've never been a loser, and this won't be the time you start losing. You must do everything humanly possible to get back what is yours. Don't allow anyone to enjoy what you believe belongs to you.
I won't disappoint you, Mum. I've learned from my past mistakes, and I won't repeat them. Michelle thinks she has won, but this game is not over yet. I will prove to her that she is the loser, not me.
Go ahead then. Be smart, be calm, and don't let emotions ruin your plan. Remember, victory comes to those who know how to wait and strike at the right time.
I understand perfectly. I'll call you after tonight. This time, I'm not walking away empty-handed.
I'll be waiting. Don't fail.
I won't. Vincent, welcome back. You're just coming in now. I've been watching the time and wondering when you would arrive. How was work today? I hope everything went smoothly and there was no stress that followed you home.
Thank you, Linda. Work was fine, actually. It was a long day, but nothing unusual. I'm grateful it ended well. How about you? How did your interview go today? I've been meaning to ask since I came in.
I thank God, Vincent. It went well, honestly. I was nervous at first, but once the discussion started, I felt calm. I believe God showed up for me. I'm hopeful something good will come out of it. And because of that, I decided to do something nice. I made dinner for us. I thought it would be good for you to eat something warm after coming back from work. Please come and join me at the dining table.
Oh, you didn't have to bother yourself, Linda. I'm actually okay. I grabbed something small on my way back, so you don't need to worry about me at all.
Vincent, you can't be okay. You're just returning from work, and I know how tiring your job can be. Eating something outside is not the same as sitting down to a proper meal at home. You need strength, especially since Michelle is not around tonight. And since my friend is not at home, it is only right that I take responsibility and make sure you're well taken care of. That's the least I can do while staying here.
I understand what you're saying, and I truly appreciate the care and concern. It's kind of you. I just don't want you to stress yourself or feel like you're obligated to do anything for me.
Hearing you say that makes me feel like I was never really welcomed into this house. It feels like you don't trust me at all, and honestly, I don't blame you. Considering how I behaved toward you in the past, it's only normal for you to feel this way.
Linda, I've told you before, and I'll say it again. The past is the past. I've chosen not to hold on to it. If I didn't want you here, you wouldn't be here at all. Please don't read meanings into things that are not there.
If that's truly the case, then please follow me and eat your dinner. Even if it's just a little. I'm not asking you to finish everything. Just taste it, so I'll know I didn't cook in vain.
All right then, just a little. I don't want you to feel bad after going through the stress of cooking.
So, how does the food taste? I tried to keep it simple and not overdo the spices. I hope it came out well enough.
It tastes nice, actually. You did a good job. The food is well prepared, and it's easy to eat. Thank you for taking the time to cook.
I'm glad to hear that. Please don't rush it. Eat slowly and enjoy it. And don't forget to take your drink as well. It's right there beside you. You need it after a long day like this.
All right, thank you. I will. Linda, what are you doing here on my matrimonial bed? This is not right, and you know it very well. Please stand up immediately and leave this room. Whatever this is, it should not continue for one more second.
Vincent, calm down first. You're reacting too fast without thinking. There's no need to shout or panic like this. Besides, last night was great, and there's no point pretending otherwise now.
What are you talking about? Nothing happened last night. The last thing I remember clearly is sitting at the dining table and eating the food you prepared. After that, everything is blank to me, and that's exactly what is worrying me.
And you didn't ask yourself how you got from the dining table to this bed. You don't remember anything after that, yet here you are. Instead of wondering too much, you should just accept that some things happened beyond your control.
That is exactly what I am wondering about right now. I did not walk into this room by myself, and I did not invite you here. Something is very wrong, and I need you to tell me the truth immediately.
Don't stress yourself too much. I only added something small to your drink, just enough to influence your dreams and weaken your resistance. I needed to have control, and it worked exactly the way I planned it to.
What did you add to my drink, Linda? What did you do to me? Why would you even think of doing something like this? What exactly do you want from me and my family that pushed you this far? Why would you defile my matrimonial bed like this and put me in a position I never agreed to? Do you know the damage this can cause? Do you know what you've just done to my conscience and my peace?
What I want is simple, Vincent. I want to take back what is mine, and I won't pretend about it anymore. For now, your duty is to make sure I remain in this house, even if it goes against the agreement I made with your wife. Once you ensure that I stay here and everything continues as planned, this little secret will remain a secret. No one else needs to know what happened here this morning, and life can continue quietly.
God, what have I done? How did I allow myself to get into this kind of trouble? My home, my marriage, everything I hold dear is now hanging by a thread because of one night I don't even remember.
This is not the time to cry yet, Vincent. Save your tears for later, because we're just getting started. Right now, you need to think clearly and do exactly what I've told you to do. Michelle, welcome back. You're finally home. I've been counting the days honestly. How was your trip? I hope the journey was smooth and the meetings went exactly the way you planned them.
Thank you, Linda. The trip went well, thank God. It was busy and tiring, but productive. The meetings were successful, and I'm glad to be back home now. Being away for even a short time always reminds me how much I value peace at home.
I'm really happy to hear that. Work trips can be stressful. By the way, you didn't even ask me about my interview yet. It also went well, honestly. I feel hopeful about it, and I'm trusting God for a positive outcome.
That's good news. I'm glad both of us had good reports to come back with. Now that your interview is done, when are you planning to leave? I just want us to be clear so we can plan properly.
I've actually been thinking about that. I know we had an understanding that I would leave after my interview, and I respect that. I was just hoping to stay back a little bit more, maybe spend some more time with you and Vincent before I go. I promise it won't be long.
I'm not really sure that would be possible, Linda. The agreement I had with my husband was very clear. You were to leave as soon as your interview was over. I don't want to break that understanding without talking to him first.
I understand completely. I don't want to cause any problem between you and your husband. I only thought it wouldn't hurt to ask. Please discuss it with Vincent, and whatever decision both of you come up with, I'll respect it.
Welcome back, Michelle. How was your trip? I hope you weren't too stressed and that everything went according to plan.
It was fine, Vincent. Thank you for asking, but honestly, you don't look very happy. You seem quiet and uneasy. What's the problem? Is something bothering you?
Nothing is bothering me at all. I'm very okay. You know how it is after a long day, sometimes a person just needs rest. Please don't read meanings into my mood.
Vincent, I know you very well. I know when you're at peace and when you're not. I also know you were not very comfortable being alone with Linda while I was away. But I'm back now, and I've already reminded her about our agreement that she should leave after her interview. She did say she wants to stay back a bit longer, but I promise you that if her staying is costing you your peace, I will make sure she leaves as agreed. Your comfort in this house matters to me.
My mood has nothing to do with Linda at all. I don't want you to think I'm uncomfortable or disturbed because of her presence. Please don't put that on me.
Are you sure about that? Because you don't need to protect anyone's feelings at the expense of your own peace. This is our home first.
I'm sure. Let her stay for as long as she wants. It's okay. She's not causing any inconvenience at all, and I don't want you to feel pressured to send her away because of me.
Vincent, you don't have to inconvenience yourself just to accommodate her. I don't want us to make decisions that will later affect our peace or create tension between us.
I said it's okay, Michelle. Truly. There's no problem. Let her stay.
All right then. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. I just hope this decision truly sits well with you.
It does. Linda, what are you doing here in my office? This place is not appropriate for unexpected visits, and you know that very well. Why couldn't whatever you wanted to say wait until I returned home from work like every other normal discussion?
Vincent, I understand your surprise, but I came here deliberately. What I need to discuss with you is not something that should be talked about at home. Some conversations are too sensitive to happen under the same roof with your wife around, and I felt this was the safest place to talk freely.
You're making me uncomfortable already. Just tell me what it is quickly and clearly, because I don't like the direction this is going. You shouldn't even be here without informing me first.
I'll go straight to the point then. I'm happy to inform you that what happened between us the other day has resulted in pregnancy. I found out recently, and I couldn't contain my joy. I felt you deserved to know as soon as possible.
Pregnancy. Linda, listen to yourself. Do you even hear the words coming out of your mouth? What are you talking about? You're standing in my office saying something this serious as if it's a normal conversation.
I'm very serious, Vincent. I was happy when I confirmed it because it showed me something clearly. For many years, Michelle has been with you, yet you remained without a child. But in just 1 month, even with just one encounter, I became pregnant. It proves that something is wrong with her, not you. I believe God sent me into your life for this reason.
Linda, this is madness. You are deceiving yourself and trying to drag me into your delusion. Why are you talking as if I consented to what happened? You know very well that I never agreed to it. This is trouble, and you're standing here sounding proud about something that should bring shame and fear. Have you even stopped to think about Michelle for 1 second? Have you considered how she would feel if she heard this kind of thing? Or does her pain mean nothing to you at all anymore?
What is my business with Michelle? If she was truly meant for you, she would have been able to give you a child all these years. Nature doesn't lie, Vincent. The fact that I got pregnant so easily shows where the real problem is. I'm not apologizing for being fruitful.
It's obvious you don't know what you're saying. You're speaking without fear, without conscience, and without understanding the weight of your words. This is not a victory, it's a crisis. You're playing with fire, and you don't even realize it. Please, Linda, keep this to yourself for now. Don't tell anyone. Don't spread this story around. Give me time to think and figure out how to handle this matter with wisdom, because rushing or boasting about it will destroy lives.
That won't be a problem at all. I can keep quiet for now. I only wanted you to know the truth. After all, it concerns you too. Congratulations to us then, Vincent.
Father Lord, I come before you tonight with a heart that is heavy and restless. I cannot explain it clearly, but deep inside me, I feel that something is not right in this home. There is a strange weight in the atmosphere, and even though I try to ignore it, it keeps pressing on my spirit. Lord, you see what my eyes cannot see, and you know what my heart cannot fully understand. God, Linda was supposed to have left this house by now, but she is still here like someone who has no intention of going anywhere. I don't want to judge her wrongly, and I don't want to accuse anyone without proof, but I cannot deny this uneasiness I feel. Father, please help me to understand what is going on without letting fear take over my heart. Lord, my husband is no longer the man I know. He has become a shadow of himself. He is quiet, withdrawn, and burdened, yet each time I ask him what is wrong, he insists that everything is fine. Even when I suggest that Linda should leave, he refuses strongly, and that confuses me deeply. Father, lift every hidden burden in my husband's mind and free him from whatever is troubling his heart. God of heaven, I ask you tonight to fight every hidden battle in this home. Every battle that is being fought in secret, every agenda that is not from you, every plan that is meant to destroy our peace, Father, arise and scatter them. Let no weapon formed against this family prosper, whether spoken or unspoken. Lord, restore peace to my home. Restore joy where confusion is trying to grow. Restore unity where silence is trying to create distance between my husband and me. I refuse to allow fear, suspicion, or manipulation to rule in this family. Let your light expose every darkness, and let your truth silence every lie. Father, frustrate every agenda that is not of you. Whoever is standing against the joy of this marriage, whoever is working to bring shame, division, or sorrow, Lord, let their plans fail completely. Turn their wisdom into foolishness and protect this home with your mighty hand. I trust you, Lord. I place my marriage, my husband, and my peace into your hands. Do what only you can do. Take control, fight for us, and restore calm to this home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Never. I can never do what you are asking me to do. I will never send my wife out of her own house because of you. That can never happen, not now, not ever. Michelle has done nothing wrong, and I will not repay her goodness with such cruelty. What you are asking me to do is beyond wicked.
You don't have a choice, Vincent. If you refuse to do it yourself, then I will do it on my own terms. I am no longer comfortable living in the same house with that barren woman you call a wife. I have carried shame quietly long enough, and I won't keep pretending anymore.
Listen to yourself. Do you even hear how cruel you sound? Michelle has been faithful, patient, and loving to me for years. She stood by me when there was nothing. She prayed with me, cried with me, and waited with me. She does not deserve this kind of treatment from anyone, least of all from you.
She deserves whatever is coming to her. I have every right to speak this way because I am the one carrying your child. That gives me a voice whether you like it or not. The reality has changed, Vincent, and you have to accept it whether it pleases you or not.
This is wickedness, pure wickedness. You are turning something evil into a badge of pride, and it frightens me. This whole situation was never planned, never agreed to, and never wanted. Please, just give me time to sort things out properly and peacefully.
It may not have been planned to you, but it was fully planned to me. I knew exactly what I was doing from the beginning, and nothing will stop me from finishing what I started. You are only realizing it now because you're already trapped inside it.
Planned? Are you saying you planned all of this deliberately?
Yes, every single part of it. From the fake interview, to entering this house, to pretending I had changed. From adding something to your drink that night Michelle traveled, to doing what we did afterward. The ultimate plan was always to get pregnant and send Michelle out of this house, and that plan is still standing.
God have mercy. Please, Linda, give me more time. Allow me to handle this matter on my own without destroying lives. Let me speak to Michelle when I'm ready. Let me find a way to fix this without causing permanent damage.
You don't have much time, Vincent. Act fast. Every delay makes things worse for you, not for me. Remember, I am ready to take action if you hesitate.
So this is it. This is the truth I have been sensing all along. Linda drugged my husband, took advantage of him, got pregnant, and now she's using the pregnancy to blackmail him and destroy my home. God, what have I done to myself by trusting her again after everything? I opened my doors to the very person who wanted my destruction. I ignored every warning in my spirit because I wanted to be kind and forgiving. Lord, why does kindness sometimes feel like foolishness when people choose evil? God, please give me patience. Give me strength. Give me wisdom to see the end of this matter without losing my mind or my faith. I don't want revenge. I don't want bitterness. I just want your will to be done, even if it hurts. Father, help me to endure. Help me to stand still and see how you will handle this. I refuse to fight with my own strength. I will wait for you to fight for me. God, I am watching this footage with a calm mind, but my heart is beating very fast. I need you to steady me so I don't jump to conclusions or let fear speak louder than truth. This camera has no emotions, no bias, and no reason to lie. Whatever happened that night must be here, clearly recorded. This is the dining area. I can see Vincent sitting there, eating quietly, just as he described. His movements are slow, his head dropping little by little, like someone struggling to stay awake. Lord, this is painful to watch, but I need to see everything clearly, no matter how uncomfortable it makes me feel. Here, this is the moment he slept off completely. He didn't stand up on his own. He didn't walk to the bedroom by himself. Linda held him up and led him toward the room. God, my heart is sinking, but I must keep watching and not look away. She went into the room with him, and now she's coming out. Less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Lord. That is all. She came out calmly, like someone who finished arranging something, not like someone who just did what she later claimed happened. If something truly happened between them that night, how could it be over in less than 2 minutes? This does not add up. This is not how such a serious act happens, not even physically, not even emotionally. Something about this story is already breaking apart. I'm watching the time carefully. Hours passed. The house was quiet. No movement from the room. No sign of disturbance. Vincent remained asleep. Then, around 5 a.m., Linda went into the room again. She came out again in less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, Lord. So tell me, when did all this she is claiming actually happen? When exactly did this act take place that suddenly turned into pregnancy? Could it be what I am thinking? Could it be that she never did what she said she did, and she only made it look like it happened? Or could it be that the pregnancy story itself is another lie layered on top of lies? The footage does not lie. Cameras don't imagine things. They don't exaggerate. They only record what truly happened. And this was the only night I spent apart from my husband since our marriage. Yet the story she is telling does not match what I am seeing. Something doesn't add up, and I won't confront her yet. I won't panic. I won't cry openly. I need to be wise. I need to play along calmly, quietly, patiently, until the truth exposes itself fully. God, give me the wisdom to act right. Give me the patience to wait without breaking. I refuse to react blindly. I will observe, listen, and allow light to expose darkness. The truth will come out, and when it does, it will speak louder than any lie.
Michelle, I think we have delayed this long enough. I want you to start packing your things and leave this house immediately. There is no need for long talks or explanations. The time has come for you to go.
As who, Linda? I want you to explain yourself very clearly. Who exactly are you to tell me to leave my husband's house? You walked into this house as a guest, and I welcomed you with kindness. I need to understand where this sudden authority is coming from.
I am telling you, this is the real woman of this house. I'm not here to argue positions with you. I'm here to state facts and move on with life. You've stayed long enough, and it's time for you to make room and leave.
Have you suddenly forgotten how you begged to stay here? Have you forgotten how you pleaded, promising it would only be for a short while? You came into this house asking for help, and now you're acting like someone who owns it. You have stayed without any intention of leaving, and now you want to send me away.
I'm not interested in listening to stories or reminders of the past. I don't care how I came here or what I said before. What matters now is that you pack your things and leave this house immediately. I don't have the patience to go back and forth with you.
You are lying to yourself, Linda. If anyone is leaving this house, it will be you. You are the visitor here, and a visitor you will remain. This is my home, built with love, sacrifice, and years of commitment. No amount of shouting will change that truth.
You're speaking boldly because you don't know what has already happened. You're still talking like someone who has a place here, but you're the one living in ignorance. As a matter of fact, Michelle, you are the visitor now.
Ignorance of what exactly? Since you're so confident, then say it clearly. Don't hide behind half words and intimidation. Say whatever you think gives you this audacity.
Myself and my unborn child are the bona fide members of Vincent's family now. That is the reality you refuse to accept. Blood speaks louder than vows, and a child ties a man permanently. Whether you like it or not, I am no longer a guest here.
Linda, what have you done? After everything I told you, after all my pleading, how could you bring this kind of confrontation into this house? You promised you would give me time. You promised you wouldn't destroy everything at once.
Don't face me, Vincent. Turn and face your wife. This is between the two of you now. Do what needs to be done quickly because I am running out of patience. I have waited long enough, and I won't wait anymore.
So this is it. This is the plan you walked into my house with. You pretended to be sorry, pretended to have changed, and all along you were waiting for the right moment to strike. I opened my doors to you as a friend, and you returned with cruelty.
Call it whatever you like. I'm not here to be liked or understood. I'm here to secure my future and my child's place. If you don't leave peacefully, things will get uglier than this.
You may shout, threaten, and lie, but you will not rewrite the truth. This house is not built on manipulation or evil. I will not leave because someone who came in through the back door suddenly wants to sit on the throne.
Please, both of you, stop. This house is already breaking under the weight of this fight. Linda, you're pushing too far. Michelle does not deserve this humiliation, and I will not allow wickedness to destroy my home completely.
Then act fast, Vincent. Choose wisely, because time is no longer on your side.
Michelle, please listen to me. I know I have hurt you deeply, and I won't pretend that words can fix what has happened. That night has become a prison in my mind, and I feel lost every time I think about it. I never planned for any of this, and I never consented to what happened, yet here I am, trapped in a situation I don't even fully understand myself. I was not in my right senses that night. I remember eating at the dining table, then everything went dark. The next thing I knew, I woke up confused and ashamed, not knowing how I got to the bed. I feel dirty, manipulated, and powerless, and it pains me even more because it has brought pain into your life, a life that never deserved this kind of betrayal. Michelle, I don't know how to handle this matter. Everywhere I turn, I feel boxed in. Linda is threatening, manipulating, and pushing me to do things I can never imagine doing to you. Yet this is the situation I have found myself in, and I am begging you, please don't give up on me or on our marriage because of the wickedness of another person.
Vincent, the matter is actually very simple, even though it feels complicated right now. I have cried enough, prayed enough, and thought deeply about everything that has happened. What we need now is not panic or fear, but clarity and firm decisions. I refuse to let confusion rule this house any longer. It is late now, and there is no need to argue or confront anyone tonight. But very early tomorrow morning, you will inform Linda clearly and calmly of our decision. She will be treated like the visitor that she is in this house, nothing more and nothing less. There will be no intimidation, no authority, and no control from her side. She can remain here under strict boundaries until she gives birth, and after that, she will hand over the baby and leave this house completely. If she does not agree to this arrangement, then she will leave immediately. There will be no negotiation, no threats, and no emotional manipulation. This is the only way this house will regain peace.
Michelle, thank you. I don't even know how to express what I feel right now. Your strength humbles me, and your clarity gives me hope. I agree completely with everything you've said, and I will do exactly as you've instructed tomorrow morning without hesitation. Thank you for choosing wisdom instead of anger, and order instead of chaos. I know I don't deserve this level of understanding, but I promise you that I will stand firm and protect our home from this point forward. I will not allow fear or manipulation to control my actions anymore. Thank you for not abandoning me in my weakest moment. I will handle this matter properly, and I will make sure that no one ever puts you in this position again. Linda, as promised, I am informing you of our decision clearly and calmly. We have thought about this matter carefully, and we will no longer allow confusion to rule this house. You will be treated strictly as a visitor, nothing more. If there is truly a pregnancy, you will stay under clear boundaries until delivery, then hand over the baby and leave. If you don't agree, you will leave this house immediately.
You both lied. That is what you did. You want to use me and dump me afterward like I am nothing. You want me to carry a baby for you free of charge and then throw me away when it suits you. That can never happen. I refuse to be used in this wicked arrangement.
What are you talking about, Linda? Nobody is trying to use you. We are trying to bring order and peace back into this home. Please stop twisting things and speak clearly so we can all understand each other.
Since you want clarity, let me shock both of you. There is no pregnancy anywhere. None at all. I only said that to trap you. Nothing happened that night, and nothing was ever growing inside me.
What? Linda, listen to yourself. Are you saying all of this was a lie? Are you saying you created this whole story and watched us suffer under it without any fear or conscience?
Yes. I staged everything. I needed you confused and broken so I could take advantage of the situation. My goal was simple. Send Michelle out of this house and emerge as the winner of the game. Everything else was just strategy.
So this whole thing is a game to you. You turned our lives, our marriage, our trust, and our relationship into a game just to prove a point. That is not just wicked, it is deeply unreasonable and cruel beyond words. I knew something was wrong from the beginning. I sensed foul play the moment I overheard you threatening my husband. That was why I checked the CCTV footage for the night I traveled. I watched everything carefully, from the moment Vincent slept off to the times you entered and exited the room. The footage did not lie. It showed clearly that nothing happened the way you claimed. That was when I knew this was manipulation and deception. I blame myself for trusting you again after everything you did in the past, but I thank God for the wisdom to stay calm and let the truth expose itself.
Linda, do you understand the damage you caused? You drugged me, confused me, and nearly destroyed my home. You made me doubt myself, doubt my wife, and doubt my sanity. This was evil, and I will never excuse it.
Your game is over now. The truth is out, and everyone can clearly see who the loser is. You came into this house with lies, manipulation, blackmail, and wicked intentions, and you have been exposed by your own words. Pack your things and leave this house immediately. If you refuse, we will inform the police and press charges. You are guilty of drugging someone, attempted poisoning, sexual assault through manipulation, blackmail and extortion, fraud, false pregnancy claims, and deliberate attempt to destroy a marriage. We will not protect you anymore.
Fine. I hear you. I will leave.
Leave now, Linda, and never return to this house again.
This chapter is closed.
Michelle, as I sit here today and look at you, and think about everything we've been through, my heart is full in ways words can barely explain. This pregnancy is not just a blessing, it feels like a reward after a long season of pain, confusion, and spiritual battles. I want you to know that I am deeply thankful to you, not just for carrying this child, but for how you handled everything that happened with Linda. When that storm came into our home, I was weak, confused, and ashamed. I didn't know where to turn or how to think clearly. Yet you stood firm without destroying me. You chose wisdom over anger, patience over noise, and faith over fear. If not for your calm strength, I honestly don't know where this marriage would have ended up. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself. Thank you for listening to God instead of reacting to my mistakes. This child growing inside you reminds me that God truly fights for those who trust Him. I will never forget how you saved our home with grace.
Vincent, hearing you say these things touches my heart deeply. That season was not easy for me either, and I won't pretend it was. I cried, I questioned myself, and I asked God many times why things had to happen the way they did. But in all of it, I knew one thing clearly: I didn't want to lose my marriage to anger or haste. I also want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for allowing Linda back into our lives even when it was obvious that you were not comfortable with it. I thought forgiveness meant opening every door again, and I failed to balance forgiveness with wisdom. Looking back now, I understand that being kind does not always mean being careless. I learned a hard lesson through that experience, but it also strengthened my faith. God showed me that He truly sees what happens in secret, and He exposes darkness in His own time. This pregnancy is not just about having a child, it is God's way of restoring joy, peace, and trust into our home after everything we endured.
Michelle, we both learned, and we both grew. What matters most to me now is that we came out stronger, wiser, and more united than before. I promise you that I will never ignore my conscience again, and I will never allow anyone or anything to come between us the way I almost allowed it to happen. This child will grow up in a home built on truth, prayer, and love. A home where mistakes are corrected, not hidden, and where God remains the foundation. I believe our best days are ahead of us, not behind us.
Amen to that, Vincent. Our story is proof that God can turn even the darkest situations into testimonies of light. I'm grateful we didn't give up on each other, and I'm grateful that God gave us the patience to wait for His perfect timing. Now, let's celebrate this miracle properly. This child is a reminder that no matter how loud the enemy is, God's final word will always be louder.
Today's channel shout out is to Linda, Nicole, Sister Sandra Brown, Tracy O, Diane, Gladys, Angela, Blessing, Katrina, Felicia, Paula, Teresa, Nicola Crystal H and K from USA, Dion from Guyana, Neville and Yvonne from Canada, Muini and Rousey from Kenya, Joseph and Pastor Nandi from Zambia, Katu from Namibia, Sandra from Ghana, Kerlima from Trinidad, Yvette, Pauline, Donnie, Francis and Malachi from Jamaica, Chef Esther from Ecuador. Drop your comments, name and where you are watching from in the comment section in order to get a shout out from this channel. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be notified when another video is being posted.